Hey tankers, have you already enjoyed the New Year event? I hope you got a bunch of snow globes and scored some cool tanks. Or maybe you decided not to risk gold and stocked up on tanks at the auction. Well, today we're going to break down all the tanks from the auction. I'll tell you which tanks are worth buying and which ones aren't. And at the end of the video, I'll be spending all my gold and free experience on the new New Year event. Hope you find it really interesting. Let's get started. Friends, in today's tech-savvy world, it's no secret that for many people, YouTube is the primary source of income. Each of you can start creating videos right now and earn from it. You don't even need a computer because the most crucial aspect of any video is high-quality sound. That's why I want to recommend an excellent service from my friends, my Vocal AI. This service uses artificial intelligence and can replicate your voice or any other voice in just a few clicks. All you need to do is record 25 phrases or upload an audio file with any voice and the neural network will create an exact copy. After that, you can use your voice to narrate any text or even listen to how you sing different tracks.
And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. Ooh, happy, make me wanna cry.
And with the promo code SweatchVoice23, you'll get a 23% discount. Start earning online with my Vocal AI. All the details will be in the description. Let's start with the auction tanks. There are a total of 7 of them, so let's not waste any time. The first tank is the TL-7120, an American heavy tank at Tier 9. I must say, I wouldn't recommend picking this one up. It's not exactly what you'd expect from a heavy tank. The armor is quite weak for a heavy tank, and it's not particularly fast either, more like a medium tank. Honestly, in the game, there are heavy tanks with much better armor that move faster. The gun on this one is also subpar and not very comfortable to use. So, let's move on to the next one. And here we have a good tank waiting for us. The Object 252U. Those who watched my previous video already know that this tank will be available at the auction. I would recommend buying it, but just wait a bit until the price drops, at least to around 6,000 gold. But keep in mind that the number of tanks is limited, so you might miss out if you wait too long. A brief overview of the tank. It's reasonably fast, has incredibly strong and somewhat cheat-like armor, and a decent gun. Even a beginner can play it because the tank often forgives mistakes. Plus, it's a good credit earner. Overall, for around 6,000 gold, it would be an excellent tank. Let's move on. Now, let's talk about the Tier 10 tank, the M60. Here, I have to ask you, do you really need a version of the upgraded M48 pattern? Because they are almost identical. Even in terms of credit earnings, the M60 doesn't stand out much, which is surprising considering it's a premium tank. So, if you feel like you need it, you probably already know. If you're unsure, I'd say it's not worth the buy. Let's move on. Another Tier 10 tank, this time it's the British tank destroyer FV217 Badger. In terms of gameplay, it's very similar to the T110E3, slow, with good armor and an excellent gun. Many underestimate this tank, but recently it received new HESH rounds with improved armor penetration, making it a true killing machine. Personally, I really like this tank, and I would even consider buying it, but I already have it. For 13,000 gold, I think it's a good deal if you're looking for a new experience. The tank is genuinely tough to penetrate, and that's the proof. Let's keep moving forward. T26E5, an American Tier 8 heavy tank. Now, this is genuinely a good tank without any issues. It has a comfortable and rapid-firing gun, decent mobility, and most importantly, an almost impenetrable turret. Both beginners and experienced fighters will appreciate this tank because you can comfortably earn credits with it. I would recommend waiting as much as possible and grabbing it at the lowest price. The key is not to miss the moment when they run out. Let's move on. Now, we have my longtime dream, the Type 62. It's a Chinese Tier 7 light tank. You know, about 4 years ago, I really wanted this tank in my garage. While others were dreaming of Draculas, I wanted to roll out in this machine like Skill 4L2 and carry games on my own. At one point, my dream came true, and I got this tank. However, by that time, it had already become outdated, with Smasher and Annihilator appearing on the scene, which were much stronger. People forgot about this tank. Nevertheless, I still love it. Even now, the tank can bring back emotions and a sense of nostalgia for the times when it was powerful. But even now, it feels quite good. I would recommend getting it for 2,500 gold, but I think by the time you consider it, they'll all be sold out. So, let's keep moving forward. And last but not least, we have the Turtle Mk1. It's a British Tier 8 tank destroyer. Despite its appearance of having armor, in reality, everyone can penetrate it without much trouble. As you may have guessed, the tank is slow, and with its poor armor, it's more like a punching bag than a tank. To my surprise, for some reason, people are buying this tank, even without waiting for a price drop. Folks, this tank is not worth buying. Save your gold. I don't have much more to say about it, so let's move on to opening containers in the new event. I'm getting such good tanks. So, I accidentally got another globe. It dropped purely by chance, and unfortunately, it happened off camera. I hope you're not too upset with me. And from that one, I got the Barask. Unfortunately, I already had this tank. But hey, an extra 5,000 gold won't hurt. Let's go ahead and spend these 5,000 gold right away and open more boxes. I'm just in shock. Maybe this time, the XM66F will finally drop. But let's open more. Who knows, maybe another globe will appear. Unfortunately, I didn't get any more globes. Okay, let's try our luck again. This time I even crossed my fingers, although I don't believe in that. But nonetheless, a tank I didn't have dropped, the KP-07RH. Honestly, I don't know what to say. On the one hand, it's cool to get a new tank, but on the other hand, this tank is far from the best. Well, whatever will be, will be. I've managed to get quite a few tanks today already. As for the XM66F, I played on this tank on the press account, and I really liked it. It's somewhat similar to the Badger, but it has a turret. Granted, it doesn't rotate fully, but for a tank destroyer, that's a good bonus. Plus, the tank is fast. Considering its armor, it really impresses with its dynamics. I sincerely hope I can add this tank to my garage. By the way, I still have these beauties in the garage, so stay tuned for another video soon with more box openings. Meanwhile, I want to thank you for watching this video until the end. Share in the comments what you got if you opened the boxes. I hope your luck was better than mine, although I'm already pretty lucky. Well, it doesn't matter. See you soon. Goodbye.